Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing to Sleepy Hollow, Season 1, Episode 11, The Vessel. And I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was another great, intense episode, and I'm really looking forward to the season finale. And now again, unfortunately, I did not get a chance to watch this till now because there's so many shows I'm watching that I just don't have the time to, so... as far as the 2-hour season finale next week, I will watch it, but it's probably not going to be till next weekend or something like that. So, let's just get to the video. And again, I really enjoyed the episode. At first, it was kind of slow-moving, but then I really liked the twist to it. I thought the twist was really good, and I definitely really enjoyed that. So, the demon who threatened Captain Irving and his daughter Macy are still in the park pestering him. And Irving has brought the vendor into the station for questioning, but the guy doesn't remember a thing about their conversation. So Detective Morals and Jones think Irving is imagining things because he has a completely clean record, but what they still do as they told, and Irving remembers the woman who witnessed the whole encounter and wants her to give her account of the events. What I like about this episode is that there's not just like two separate plots, it's actually like one really big plot. Before this though, we did get something actually pretty interesting that a lot of people are talking about. You know how Ichabod, keeps wearing, like, the same clothes over and over again? Well, in this video, in this episode, he tries on, like, casual clothes, and I really loved his rant about, like, skinny jeans. It was very funny. Anytime he does, like, those rants about modern day things, they're always hilarious, and I thought that was great. Then there's this one scene where Abby says, well, we're gonna take them to the laundry room, and he's like, oh, you said the two words I don't know. And that was definitely really funny. So whenever they can combine comedy on this show, I really do enjoy that. But like I was saying on the show, basically Crane is still freaking out by Moloch's warning, and he says Moloch is coming for your soul. He says it will deliver it to him, and he fears for Abby's life, despite her confidence in the ability to stop Moloch's evil apocalyptic plan. So Abby tells Ichabod not to worry. She thinks Moloch has boondoggled Crane by playing mind games and sending him on a fool's errand, and we'll have to see what happens there. But Moloch proves otherwise by sending one of his demons after the Irvings. And Detective Morals and Jones think Irving is still imagining things because he has a completely clean record. And as this woman enters the station, we see that she is still possessed by the demon. She touches another cop, and the demon jumps into his body. And a few minutes later, Irving gets this call from inside of the station warning him that Macy is in danger. And Irving has until sundown to hand over. That scene was awesome, by the way. I thought all that scene in that episode was just really, really intense. I really love that. Just to make things even worse, the demon writes the Bible in blood on the ceiling so that only Irving can see it. And when Irving confronts the possessed cop, the demon transfers into Jones' body, and Irving calls his priest and tells him about the demon. The father concurs that even the Vatican believes that the devil can take hold of a mortal soul, and he tells Irving to take his family somewhere safe, and he'll meet them there. And Irving also reaches out to Ichabod and Abby for help. He sees where Crane keeps Washington's Bible and asks them to search for answers on how to deal with demon possession. While Irving sets his family up in the safe house, Ichabod gets to work. So Abby and Ichabod go through Sheriff Corbin's files and watch his tape of an exorcism, and as we discovered in the sneak peek, this is actually a pretty big reveal. Jenny comes along, and eventually Jenny and Ichabod have this very interesting conversation. I really enjoyed their conversation. What we find out is that Jenny was actually possessed by a demon when she was 19 years old. Corbin successfully exorcised the demon out of Jenny, but Abby is very shocked by this revelation. She calls Jenny to see what she remembers from her experience, and I really love the scene, because all this time we thought Jenny was like this criminal and everything, but it turns out she's not a criminal at all. She was possessed by this demon, and the demon was the one that wanted to kill Abby, not her. She never wanted to kill her sister. She wanted to protect Abby. All she did was she wanted to protect her, and Abby all this time thought she was this criminal and wanted to kill her, and I thought that was just a really, really great reveal. Jenny is becoming such a more interesting character, and I really love the development that she's getting. So I really do love that about her character. So now that, she's been possessed and everything, Jenny wants to save Macy from any danger, so she watches Corbin's video, and the demon prophesizes that Corbin will die at the hands of the horseman of death. Then the demon says he will kill Jenny's sister, and Abby wishes Jenny had told her about what happened, but Jenny dismisses it as an even remote possibility at the time. And Jenny says she doesn't know how Corbin exorcised the demon, and feels she can't be of any help, so she leaves elsewhere. Irving enlists Jones and Morals to help move his family to a safe house. When they reach the safe house, the demon jumps from Jonas to Morals' body. Then Morals promises Irving he'll watch for Macy, and this is not really that. This cannot be good because Morals is now possessed, so this is not going to be a good thing. So Ichabod gains insight on how Jenny really feels about her past possession, and Ichabod does a wonderful job of bringing the Mills back together. He reaches out to Jenny. She opens up after they saw Moloch in the woods. Jenny was haunted by blackout spells. Even after the demon was gone, Jenny had evil thoughts about Abby. She didn't trust herself, so she deliberately had herself arrested to protect Abby, and the demon left a mark on Jenny. And I really love that she did all this just to protect Abby. She got arrested, and she did all this just to protect her, and the whole time she was possessed, and she wasn't doing any of it, and I really love that about this episode, that big reveal. I thought that was probably the best part of this episode, was just that reveal. Connecting the two of them back together was just fantastic. So now we're back at the safe house, and Irving's priest borders the door with salt to keep the demon at bay, and Jones thinks it is weird, so Morals has him remove the salt. He thanks Jones and then snaps him in half like a twig, and man, that's cold. So Detective Jones is now dead, so now Detective Morals is in the house, and let's hope Ichabod and the Mills figure out how to stop him before it's too late. And the gang studies Corbin's footage, picks up the effectiveness of salt, and it's always the first lesson in demon hunting, basically. So if you ever need demon hunting, just pour some salt. It'll kill a demon. So first sighted in 1647 when he possessed a group of Catholic nuns, he is known to be the leader of a legion of Moloch's minions sent to destroy disciples like Irving. A blessed French lantern from the time of Louis XIV can cast the demon out of his vessel and send it back to hell. Jenny also recognizes it as an artifact she helped procure for some crazy end of days preparation group led by Corey Weaver. She knows where they can find it, so the trio heads on a road trip to retrieve the lantern. So Moral keeps an eye on Macy. When Cynthia confronts Irving about what's really going on in a very creepy, revealing conversation, Cynthia tells Frank that the Irving ladies are stronger than he thinks, and since the demon asked Irving how strong Macy is, now we'll get to find we basically find out that Frank's phone rings, Cynthia steps away, Abby fills Irving on what they learn, and they tell him that they'll be there as soon as they can, and Morals calls Irving, hears the demon's voice say, "Sundown's upon us, you have failed." Frank rushes into the house, but he's too late because Macy is now possessed, and this is where the episode just got so intense and so awesome, because Demon Macy kills the priest, threatens to kill Cynthia next if Irving doesn't hand over the Bible. Irving is left with no choice. He calls Abby, tells her he's going to get Washington's Bible from their bunker, and Abby doesn't want Jenny to get busted, so she insists on stealing the lamp herself. Jenny guides Abby and Crane over the phone until they break it into the storage unit, while Ichabod gives Abby a boost to grab the lantern. Jenny breaks into Abby's mobile arsenal. Once Jenny promises Weaver that he will get his lantern back, he lets them go. After all, they know what Jenny is capable of. Basically, you don't mess with them. So back at the bunker, Irving discovers that the Bible's missing, so Auntie Seth is pissed off when Cynthia asks what happened to Jenny. Not Jenny, Macy. Frank realizes that Jenny is still inside her body. He apologized to Macy for trying to fix her. He now realizes that she is strong. She can fight the demon. For a second, it looks like Macy is back. But then the demon raises Cynthia by the neck and says that Macy is gone. And that was awesome, because I actually thought, that we was going to get anticlimactic. I'm like, no, don't get anticlimactic. But no, it's not gone yet. So Auntie Seth remembers Jenny and then taunts her, and he knows that she still feels the darkness within and thinks about killing her sister. Abby steps up, challenges him to come after her directly instead of using kids as pawns in his twisted game. When Auntie Seth charges towards the mills, he is stopped by a salt barrier. Ichabod comes through his side door and closes the remainder of their salt trap, locking the demon in. Crane holds the lantern up as the light shines brightly, and Crane casts the demon back into hell, and Macy goes back to normal. And I just thought that whole scene was awesome. When Crane just saved the day, awesome. So then we get this really emotionally charged movement. Abby walks over and hugs tearful Jenny and is like, the angel pain from the past has finally been lifted. And for the first time, the Mills sisters are on the same page. Everything they've done that hurt each other has been out of love and protection. What's very interesting now is that all this time Cynthia has wondered what has Captain Irving been doing all this time in Sleepy Hollow, and now she knows. So it's going to be interesting to see how they reconnect and everything, and I really do love that about this episode. So then we get to the ending of the episode where Abby and Ichabod are back at Corbin's castle, where Crane cleverly hid Washington's Bible, and Ichabod has been closely examining the Bible and realized that the stench on a specific page comes from a form of glowing invisible ink, and he mixes up a lemon juice blend and brushes it on the page to reveal a hidden message. What we find out is that he believes Washington wrote the date down himself, but that doesn't make any sense because the history books all say Washington died on December 14th, and this was published December 18th. 1799, 4 days before this was written. So how could Washington have written the message after he died? Was it his ghost? Are the history books wrong about the day Washington died? And, it's definitely very interesting to see what's going to happen here. I am very interested. So a lot of really great things about this episode. The Mills sisters, you finally got to see, find out more about them. We found out more about Jenny and her past, and I really love that. And then the Irvings, it should be interesting to see how are Cynthia and Macy going to react to everything that just happened. It's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be a really good season finale. So that's it for my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys saw this episode. In my opinion, I think this was the best episode of the season. I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.